Off to a good start. I dropped my phone, yeah, and it shattered the plate. Let me talk to you. So now, let me tell you about this thing that really, like we talked about the one solution for all, not the way to go, but I had this year, and just in general, for a really long time, of course, I had this bad habit that I would talk about. And so now I see it as a final boss for me. And you know how Goggins talks about stay hard? I finally understand what he means. And he always says, stay in the fight, stay ready, stay, that sort of thing. And for all kinds of situations. And in my case, it's, my bad habits. I watch this bad stuff, I drain myself, and I feel like crap. And I repeat that self-sabotage so many times. And very rare for me to make the right decision. And speaking of decisions, I realized that choices we make every day, they count. And I would hear Steve talk about this, like his right energies right now to kick bad habits. And I would always automatically think about this one final habit, and I would completely forget that there was like other daily habits that I would have. So let me give you an example. So basically it's like this. You have G-Man here, Graz here, Graz is here, me. And then there's this road. And I would always just completely dismiss this road, and I would just always preparation, and I would always just look at it. It's this and this. It's just me and this final boss. Nothing in between. I was wrong. Actually, how it is, there's a preparation to that. There are steps to that. There are other habits that lead to that. So, in my case, I've noticed for many times, and I needed time to notice all this stuff. So, I got to the point where I was like, I just want my day to be shorter. I just wanted the day to end and go to sleep. So clearly unhappy. So I realized that I had moments where my intuition was telling me and I was not listening to it. I would open up a fridge and I would eat these like desserts. And I wouldn't eat one like Maven would say with these pills, like one becomes two, two becomes four, and four becomes eight. Well, not that much, but definitely it can be four and stuff for me. So I would eat like, number one choice. I have like three main ones. So number one was sweets. I've noticed a long time ago that eating too many sweets, chocolates, biscuits, waffles, ice cream, that sort of thing, I would really have no boundaries for myself with that. It was like shame eating, kind of like stress eating kind of thing. Not good. And that's number one bad habit. So then there was a social media, and slash video games, I guess. I'm not like a really big gamer, but like when I play, I really just overdo it. The Yakuza, for example, I'll be like, okay, I need a break. Now I'm gonna continue playing, that sort of thing. Once again, no boundaries for myself. And then there was even music I would sometimes listen to at the wrong times. And also, what else there was? There was something else I can't remember. But basically, the point I'm making is, now I journal. I realized that there's a road to that final boss, that test that is gonna happen. And the thing is, before I wasn't ready, and I would almost like make the wrong choice here, here, and here, or even like I mix them together. Like I would play video games, and then I would need to eat chocolate at the same time. Like, come on, like I mean, you can do that, I guess, but to me, I would do it too much. Yeah, but it's just like two bad habits already mixed together, already a recipe for disaster. So basically, by the time I would get to the final boss, I was already like defeated. I was already like in the wrong mindset, unprepared, and no wonder I would just succumb. I would fail. Like, yeah, it's like if you had Kiryu, for example, and then Kiryu would kick ass anyway. But just hear me out. Like, let's say I was like a Yakuza character like Kiryu, and I would have to go through schmucks, and you go through schmucks, and you get beat up every time. Let's say you don't have any food. By the time you get to the final boss, you don't stand a chance. I mean, Kiryu, of course, would kick his ass anyway. I mean, maybe I would too, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just basically bad preparation here, bad preparation here, bad habit here. By the time I get here, I'm already like in this mindset to like make a wrong choice. So now I've noticed that this works for me, realizing this, making boundaries for myself, and I'm excited. And now I wake up like I need less sleep and I feel excited to live. Awesome. Today we're gonna, by the way, we might see G-Man like start spazzing out and like that sort of thing. It's really funny when I have more energy. It happens like because like sometimes I get triggered, but it's like in a funny way when I speak. You know, something. For example, one thing that would trigger me is like I would speak, and you know me, I like mumble a lot. So I'll try to improve on that. So here's what would happen. I would, you know, what people say, what like Steve Austin, like I would get annoyed. So it's like a lose-lose if I do that. If I mumble, if I don't make that effort to improve, that person will not hear me or understand me, and I will get frustrated too. So my goal also would be, maybe that's a bad habit in itself. So I will try to speak clearer because I can definitely do it, and that could be a win-win. Yeah. Yes. I've noticed this morning I was talking to myself and I had these like moments I was like, you know, that sort of thing. You might see that. It's really funny. And also when I do that, you might notice that when I get like that agitated, but it's not me actually being angry, it's just more like a lot of energy and I just goofball. At the end I do this, I feel myself, oh, I love myself, because I practice self-love and I think it's really good energy. Like for example, anger, it's similar to anger, and anger is such an underrated emotion because on surface it seems bad, but if you look within, it has a lot of energy behind it. So you can put it towards a good intention, like I love myself. So you give yourself some self-love, you know, instead of like bashing something like that's not productive. Yeah, just my 2 cents. You feel happy, just feel it. You don't need to analyze it. You don't need to question it. Why am I feeling happy? And I do that. It's like annoying, you know. So, or if I feel at peace. So, I was feeling at peace this morning. I hope I didn't disrupt that peace by talking about it. You know? Oh, so you know how I said that this person is like, I guess not vulnerable, not honest. I guess I myself wasn't honest because I was also holding back a lot of stuff and hiding. So yeah, so that's a reflection. But honestly, I would do for the longest time. I would do things, and I guess my any self worth lessons, any of this journey, any improvement for me was. I'll admit my goal was actually the purpose of that, like the motivation of that was actually to get this person to reach out to me. And now I think I got to the point where I just want to leave this person behind and just leave this behind and just save myself and just now I can be the runner but the good one and just get as far away as possible energetically from this person. So because the more I grow, the less I feel this person. I've noticed that. So yeah. And now I'm really happy that because there was like a lot of action this year, you know, work, trying new things, you know, being a guide, and yeah, now I get to observe. I can finish the year here with you, and I'm happy about that. So let's see how far we can take this. Was that some accent? I think it was. So it's funny to hear that as well. I guess these videos can. I don't know how it seems from your perspective. I don't know, but I just enjoy this. It's good. I'll just get this out of my system and yeah. Oh, and one thing actually, I've noticed that a lot of people have this thing where they don't like to listen to their voice. I'm the opposite. I actually enjoy listening to my voice. I actually rewatched these videos yesterday 2 times. I had fun, and I guess for me it's good because I can see myself probably being a guide for, you know, work wise, and I guess if I'm a guide, if I talk to groups of people, if I enjoy my voice, if I enjoy myself talking, then that's a good thing because once again, what you believe, what you feel, reflects, and then other people can feel it too. So that's good. So I've noticed that my mom, something really rare happened recently. My mom went to Capital City. I noticed that she came back so full of ideas and inspired, like rejuvenated, and I was like inspired by that too. So I thought like, you know what, if I go to this concert, maybe, and I know that Yusuf talks about the stuff that resonates with me, like also healing and stuff like that. Her experiences, her emotions. That's why I like her, because she's so like vulnerable, and it's really rare in Lithuania to see an artist like that. Uh, yeah, and of course I enjoy her music, her voice, very beautiful voice. Yeah. So what I did, I was like, I went and I usually I don't like do like small talk, but I went to like I went out to my mom and I was like how was the Vilnius? I mean, how was the capital city? You seem like rejuvenated. I can see that it gave you ideas. You're now full of ideas and inspired you. She was like, yeah, yeah. Then I was like, oh, if I went to, I have this like concert that's gonna be there, and maybe if I went, I also would be inspired. And then something unexpected happened. My mom said like, no, you know you're a Scorpio. You're a manipulator. And I was like, she didn't say it in a bad way, but it's like kind of almost funny, neutral, kind of funny. And she's right. I never realized that. Like, I guess I do have this ability to like always unintentionally manipulate someone, but I wouldn't use it for a bad ever. You know, like maybe that's why universe is hiding girls for me. Because if I unlock my potential, if I was that manipulator, I wouldn't want that. Hell no. I want one solid relationship, the real deal. I don't want no one night stands and shit like that. Not my thing. For me, there has to be connection. Oh, it's so cute. Yeah, it's my baby girl. And it's so liberating, like when Maven says, like, jokingly, "I'm the biggest idiot to ever walk." When people tell Maven that he was a mid carder or wasn't even a mid carder, like he's like, "Yeah, I know." I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." I love it. What a guy. What an energy. Vicasino showed me a clip where he was watching. Thank you, brother. It means a lot. It does. Yeah, Vicky C said that it was relatable when I was journaling, when I was like, like with pen and paper. Yeah, I do that sometimes because there is that frustration that happens like almost daily, and it's okay. It can be just like a lot of energy, and you need to kind of release it somehow in a safe way, and that's my way. I would definitely recommend that. Actually, my favorite moment with that was I was at my sister's, like I think it was like 2 years ago, and definitely sister is number one person that can like grind my gears. I mean, I love her of course, but I have to protect her. She a Pisces and I'm a Scorpio. Either way, whatever sign you are, but I'm a brother and I can also be a firecracker, especially with sister. And I remember, but nowadays I'm much more calm. So sister really annoyed me. I remember, and I was like so frustrated. And instead of like saying anything, I just instantly went to my room as soon as possible. I took my notes and I just started doing that, like, but like really intensely, like and I did it until I felt this like relief. It was like that was amazing. Yeah, and then sister was protected. I got my peace, and yeah, no one was hurt. Yeah, and back in the day, I would have maybe said like, "Oh, shut up" and stuff like that. Like, I don't want to hurt anyone. No, I want to protect. I really would like to talk about my fears sometime in these videos, but right now I just feel so just good. I mean, I like it. So, but I think there's gonna be time because I want to record everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, the when I feel good, when I feel bad, when I yeah. Now it's easy to record right now, but when I feel good, but yeah. To me it just feels good, so it feels good, it is good. Okay, so one fear I had was and I mean now I feel relieved. I'll tell you a story. So you know how we all in our phones, and Steve always complains about this, and I can dig that, because I'll put myself as an example, with all these distractions, because I would use a lot of phone, a lot of social media, a lot of just everything, technology, which is great. I love technology, but at the same time, it's like we have this. It's back to that thing where it's like power is responsibility, and we have this power with these phones and technology. Uh, yeah, so I was afraid that we would, because social media is like you see everything there. Like you see a bear on a bicycle, or you see a cat playing piano, and all sorts of next level shit. So I was afraid that we as people we might become numb to like regular things, and it will be kind of hard to surprise us. Because I actually have seen like kids, for example, when I was on my expeditions. I've seen some kids that they really look like kind of miserable, but I don't know if it's just because technology. I don't know. It's this look on person's face. They're like, you can just see. But I guess that could be something else. I don't know. Uh, yeah. So, but here's the thing, because I myself became numb to some things, but yeah. So I'm just afraid about. Well, not afraid, but just concerned. But one story that gave me relief was from Thriller. He told me that his girl was enjoying a. Ah, these are the platforms I was talking about. What is it called in English? Oh, now G-Man's gonna get a haircut. We're gonna have a first time ever on a video history. This is the current hair. I've been bugging my mom to give me a haircut, so now is the time. Oh, hi. Yep. No. Alright. Ah. Bingo. Bingo is like stress eating, like kind of like I call it, was it scarcity eating? Yeah, I'm actually concerned because the doctor vet told him to drop a few kilos or pounds, and I mean it's not gonna happen. And Bingo grew up with Busia, Butchkis, and Enzi. Yes, and now I watched him grow into the Bingo that we see right now, and he's the veteran. Yeah, and this is a Bingo's yard. Čia Bingo kiemas, as I would say in Lithuanian. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I feel sad because I don't want to see this guy go. I love this guy. I love you, Bingo. Bingo just. uh, One day I'll be able to look back at this footage and we'll have Bingo. Let's just appreciate him while he's here. Yeah, Bingo, you're gonna be here for years, buddy. Yeah, healthy boy. Yes. Yeah, he is. I mean, he had the thing with the ears. We got some remedy, and now the ears are better, right? Bingo! Hoo-hoo. So much love. So much love. I mean, dogs are amazing. I love dogs. I love animals. And they get along too with the cats. You saw the cat. The kitty was walking, and Bingo walked in. And Bingo, he waits for his turn because he waits until the cat eats, and then he kind of cleans house. Yeah, so I talked to mom when I was getting a haircut, and I've noticed a difference. Like before this realization, what I talked about earlier about the habits, I would always, before a haircut, I would kind of almost dread it a little bit because my hair is really thick and, it's like, yeah. But now I felt really good and I was like more talkative and just it was a really fun conversation. And mom gave us crap with me and pops for I was like searching for a towel here and couldn't find it, or was like something like skirts, some sort of like gown to cover on my body so the hair wouldn't like fall on me. It was funny, and then we talked and I learned some new things. We shared some ideas, and yeah, so this improves the family connections as well. Here's the new look. Yeah, it's a relief. It's a relief. And yeah, it's my classic. If I was to make a G-Man character in wrestling game, it would be this orange sweater. These camel pants or trousers and some any boots. Yeah, you can also throw Pashmina into the mix. Yeah, actually one time I did create a Thriller, Big Boss, Daniel the Innovator, Dozer, and Claypot in the game. I even created Kiryu. I think it was like SmackDown vs. Raw, the game that Nocturnal Twins played a lot. I'm pretty sure Thriller probably played it too. I played it on PS2 emulator. I love PS2 graphics. And speaking of games, I'm not sure if I should create that RuneScape video, because I mean maybe, because I don't think I'll get anyone to play that game, but I actually don't want to do that, because if you get into that game, you'll get hooked and it can take over your life a little bit. So yeah, or maybe that's just me because I'm like masochist. Oh, and about when I give advice, it comes from a place of excitement. I feel excited, and when I learn something new, and I always want to help others. And I mean, you can learn from people of all ages, and yeah, like for example, I learned about the swearing, how liberating it can be at 27, and then there's, for example, Thriller taught his child that, who is, I'm not sure how old, definitely like twice as young as me. So yeah, but the thing is, I think I've talked mostly about Big Boss and Thriller, and I mean both these people are like a decade older than me, and they have about 10 years more experience. That's a long time. So they probably already went through most of the stuff that I'm learning. But yeah, just in case. So yeah, so I can feel that experience. You might be used to it, brothers, but it's really an interesting, a really good feeling. So I think people can feel like a calming presence around you. They can feel safe around you, so you have that aura. At least I do. So yeah, because it's that we can give each other perspective. Like, yeah, good. About the journaling, like I showed yesterday, I'm really happy that Victor watched the video. Thank you. And yeah, I'll definitely try to include that if I feel that, for sure, because it is called journaling, so it's about that. But it became its own thing. But let's see how far we can take this. Yeah, where's the notes, by the way? Oh, there's a bunch of stuff here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I might need to switch to a smaller notebook soon, because I only have a few pages left. Yeah. Yeah, I had some moments when I was like having a wash in here in the sauna, and I had this like So I'll show you other variations of that kind of moment when I had it yesterday. I was like, I was like, because it's a really safe way. Oh, a story I wanted to tell. So, wait, didn't I tell the story? No. Basically, I was at my sister's. I was really annoyed, and I wanted to protect my sister. And we kind of different. We always, if there's like one simple thing, we have to do it in like different ways. It's kind of annoying. So yeah, so I went to my room and I just like did the same thing yesterday I showed you, but like much more intense. And it was such a relief after that. I did it until I just felt like it was all done, and I felt such a relief. I think I already said it. Yeah, I forget. Yeah. Well, just in case. I think I repeated myself yesterday one time, so. I would like to. I'm not sure if it's a good time, but yeah, maybe get like a vinyl. I'm not sure. Well, I don't really listen to it, but it's more for like sentiments. I mean, I actually read a comment. I sent Victor a song. I can't remember what it's called. Like, was it like, I don't remember the artist, but and there was like a top comment that said like, oh, I liked this artist for a while, and 3 years later I bought a vinyl. So maybe the universe was telling me, you can wait longer. It's okay. Even with Francesca, I waited like a few months until I got the Canisciolti, the green vinyl and CD with Francesca with Tear. Yeah. So yeah, maybe 2024. So music world, two things. Number one, today I got news that I'm gonna be home alone. So Vicky C, yeah, we gonna concert maybe, or I'll send you some clips, and then what else? Oh, Annalisa from Italy, the artist. She will be in that show at Sanremo. Maybe you remember that presenter with Pashmina was like, Suzuki stage, and Vixie was like, enough, just doesn't matter where we are, just show Annalisa. So she's gonna be in that show that selects an artist that goes to Eurovision for Italy. Well, Italy kind of tends to go with men for some reason. I think it was like because of demographical, more girls vote there or something like that. So, but you know what? I'm just happy that Annalisa is there, and hopefully she puts on like a banger, like like the bellissima, or something like Mon Amour. What was it like? Yeah, I don't remember. Mon Amour, or maybe Mon Amour, or Euphoria, Euphoria, that sort of thing. Because last time she was there in 2021, I think, she had a song called Dieci, which was kind of like a ballady kind of song, a slower one. And I really hope that she goes with like a banger this time. Because she had such bangers this year. Yeah, but either way, I'm gonna be there to support Annalisa. I'll try to watch the show live. And last year, that show, Sanremo, was, yeah, it was really like not fun for me. So hopefully they can bounce back this year. Okay, so this happens to me when I feel something. I really go like all out, and now even recording this, I need to once again have some boundaries for myself because I can feel my head is kind of like there's like almost like very little headache because when I talk a lot, it kind of happen when too much. So I guess that's a sign for me to kind of draw the line in the sand, and I should take some time and come back to you, and maybe a little bit later. It feels really right to go for a walk, and my mom asked me to fill this canister, I guess, with the water. So, how about we go to the river? Would you like to walk with the G-Man? Sure. Sorry. Uh, yeah, man. Just gotta be careful not to slip. Slip knots. I trust my Latina wife. Oh, fuck. Hmm? Oh, crap. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, holy smokes. Yeah, so I'm gonna fill the. I'm not gonna record it because if I did that and I dropped my phone, I really would be the biggest idiot to ever walk. Ooh, okay, that was more snowy than I expected. And I do see a future of Vicky C with this peaceful place in the mountains. Okay, so a little bit of time has went by. Sorry. Okay, so now I was helping Pops with carrying these, once again, these platforms. Or I was and there were a couple of mishaps, right? Little mistakes, nothing too major, but and I've noticed something interesting because I think this happened for a reason. I believe everything happens, shows us. So progress. I was talking about progress, and I believe that December is about progress. I read on Steve's blog. Oh, hi, Kitty. Uh, moment. I was holding like these chalkboards, platforms, whatever, and they can kind of easily break at times. And there were two mishaps where kind of I was like part of the fault of its breaking, but I mean it's not that big of a deal, but still, I've noticed that I felt kind of pretty calm in these moments, because usually due to that sensitivity or whatever, if some, especially around parents, if I fucked up in some way, even if it's like minor, I would kind of feel it and almost feel like this like guilt or whatever, this like uncomfortable feeling too. But this time I felt actually pretty calm. I was like, okay, no, cool. Feeling good, feeling calm. I'm in the mood to listen to slower songs like Laura Mayberry's "Are You Awake?" Or maybe no songs. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be watching television right now. Yeah, I'm home alone, and Home Alone is interesting because it's like this thing I learned once again that for a long time I thought that if I'm home alone I have to like, oh my god, I have to do like this and this and this, and it's like, nope. Most times it's best to just do nothing, just kind of just chill. Yeah. Also, I've noticed when I feel good sometimes, when I abstain from the substance, I sometimes I get these like random laughing outbursts or whatever. Like it's like nothing really that funny happens. I'm just like I start just cracking up. I like it. I mean, it's fun. Maybe that's like one way also to release energy from the body, or maybe it's like maybe it's like even like some. It's like you get so like lonely that you laugh like that. I don't know. I mean, I don't feel lonely, I guess. No. I mean, ta. Need to do weird things sometimes.